One of the questions I keep asking is, how is it mid-August? 2020 is clearly not slowing down on us at all, and quite factually, I don't mind it. Let's enter 2021 and let life go back to normal. So restaurants are now back open, which means that we can literally go back to chopping life. Anyway, that doesn't mean that you should throw all caution out the window because coronavirus is still out there. It might not look like it, but it is. So please don't let your guard down. Don't forget to wear your face masks. Always wash your hands, maintain social distancing, and stay safe. If you enter a restaurant that is literally not enforcing any mask wearing or any of the above things that I mentioned, please make sure you find yourself out the door. Remember, you can only enjoy life if you are alive. My name is Biodun and welcome to another episode of Accelerate News Social Distancing Edition. Now, starting off with some Big Brother Naija gist. The house just gets more interesting and dramatic as each day passes by. The tension among the housemates commenced on Friday after the housemates played charades and some drinks. The tension intensified after Wathoni and Erica had a clash over the one and only Kid Wire.
If you want Kid Wire, do you even see me? How do you do that? What's the problem? Yes, what's the problem? I don't want to. If you don't want me, I beg. Bye-bye. But honestly, I'd like to understand your reason for me. Like, issue with me. Issue. That's all I need. But let's understand your issue with me and come by your friendship. Say also insulting you. You shouldn't at me. And we spoke a few minutes ago. A conversation. You want to insult me, girl? You won't. You stay. You will not. You behave yourself. You stay. You behave your fucking self. You protect me. You didn't get me for cause. You little kid, leave me alone. No. You get to speak and then you're now. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me. I beg. Let's just let yourself. Don't touch me. I said I won't do anything, but don't touch me.
Wathoni got irritated when Erica disclosed that she doesn't like chasing guys. Now, this then caused Wathoni to make an indirect speech, kind of throwing subtle shade towards Erica, basically saying that Erica chased Kida Wire. Now, Erica got very angry at Wathoni's statement and exchanged some words with her. Now, she was disappointed and, broke down in tears as well. Now, after Kida Wire failed to defend her over their relationship. However, he later came over to console her and ask her to ignore Wathoni. Now, according to Kid Wire, Wathoni and other housemates do not want them together, literally insinuating that they want them apart. Another fight also happened last week, which was between Keisha and Nengi. Now, these two female housemates were involved in a very heated fight, which led to big insults and even one party shoving the other. But don't worry, I've got the gist. Apparently, Keisha had tried to help Nengi check if her kettle of water was turned on because, according to her, it felt like it wasn't. Now, Nengi approached her and, this led to some form of a fight. Keisha got really angry that Nengi called her stupid and it resulted in both parties, throwing some big insults at themselves. At a point, Nengi happened to gently shove Keisha out of her way as she stormed off. Now, interestingly, Lucy was seen in the background, stopping some of the housemates from going to interfere and stopping the fight. Big question on our mind, Lucy. What exactly is her plan? Now, what do you think of what is going on in the Big Brother house? Do you think that the fight was about something bigger? Because tweets tend to insinuate that. So let's know what your thoughts are in the comment section of our post below. What do you do after you become an African giant? Well, if you're Burna Boy, you grow twice as tall. Our very own Grammy nominated Burna Boy dropped his brand new studio album Twice as Tall on the 13th of August 2020. Now, this was done ahead of his performance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I like how Burna Boy and Jimmy are now like best buds. Now, the 15-track album was produced by Sean Diddy Combs, his mother Abosede Ogulu, and Burna Boy himself, which also features appearances from Naughty by Nature, Kenyan band Sauti Soul, Stormzy, and Coldplay's Chris Martin. Honestly, there is no word to describe this man's talent. Come on. Now, what an African giant indeed. Now, alongside the album, Burna Boy also introduced his official comic book, The Secret Flame, a multi-talented king, I must say. Now, meanwhile, I am super happy for Diddy. Do you know that this means that Afrobeat is just literally taken the world over. Imagine what the world now thinks of Diddy, you know, jumping on an Afrobeat album himself, being a producer. His career would never be the same again. I feel like this opens more doors for a lot of African artists to now see his creativity and be able to collaborate with him. Big ups to the duo. This is an absolutely amazing achievement for Nigeria, Africa, and the world. Nollywood star Omotola Jalade Ekinde on Saturday revealed that she had contracted coronavirus. Now, the actress disclosed this on her Instagram page and gave an update on her health. Omotola said that she had been away from the media because she was in isolation. She, however, noted that she was, you know, currently recovering and would give more details about her experience. This is absolutely sad, people. We're sending all of our love from everybody here at Accelerate to Omotola and hopes that she gets better. Stakeholders have appealed for cinemas to reopen. Now, according to Akinyalabi, cinemas remain one of the businesses yet to be allowed to reopen since the Nigerian government began easing the lockdown declared in order to curb COVID-19. Now, Akinyalabi, who took to his Twitter page to call for the reopening of cinemas, warned that the business will die if they are not allowed to reopen. Also, Jade Oshiberu stated on her Instagram page that she doesn't want to push for anything that will endanger the health and life of anyone, but she also believes that we have to accept our new reality and find safe ways to live in it. She also went further to mention that Nigerian cinemas have gone ahead to demonstrate several safety precautions that they plan to implement when they open. Apparently, in a survey report recently published, over 65% of moviegoers in Nigeria are willing to go to cinemas once they reopen. Another 25 would go if they are sure of the effectiveness of the safety precautions that will be put in place. What do you think about this? Now, should cinemas be allowed to reopen since everywhere else is starting to reopen, or they should still hold on just a little while? Please head on over to the comment section of this post and let us know what your thoughts are. Super excited for this one, people. One of Nigeria's most talented songwriters and artists, Dare, has released a brand new single of his forthcoming album. The song marks Dare's first musical release in 5 years, and his forthcoming album promises to quell fans' long hunger for Dare music. The song, titled Jar Guide Me, featured impressive vocal performances from Dare as he speaks on the need for God guidance during these trying times. Good to have you back, Dare. We can't wait to see more singles and listen to amazing audio from you. A film adaptation of Femi Faduba's fantasy and first novel, The Upper World, is in the works at Netflix, with Oscar nominee Daniel Kaluuya on board to produce and star in the project. Kaluuya will play a Shaw who is at the center of the film's time-bending tale, producing the movie alongside Screen Arcade's Eric Newman and Brian Enkles, while Faduba will serve as executive producer. According to Netflix, the novel will follow the story of Esho, a man who discovers that he has the ability to look into the past and the future, and also the story of Rhea, a woman who's living in the year 2025 and unaware of the mysterious stranger that she's about to meet, desperately needs her help to avert a bullet fired 15 years ago. I am super excited for this one. This is fantasy and the story being told from a Nigerian's perspective. I am awesomely awaiting this content. The August edition of The Cover is out, and this month we're featuring the multi-dimensional, super talented media queen, Natasha Lagos. In her interview, the body positivity activist lets us into her life as she discusses all that she has done, what she is doing, and what she is destined to do. So much more. Head on over to Accelerate. Accelerate, in partnership with Gordon's, hosted her to a beautiful COVID-compliant dinner with friends and family. Now, there was incredible food, great vibes, fashion, and great, conversation. To see more pictures and videos, head on over to acceleratetv.com to catch all the awesome content. That's it for today, people. The news is done. Now, I know that a lot of you have reached out to me telling me that you miss my production, background, and the whole shebang. I'm working on it, and I'm going to be back to my regular scheduled programming soon. But until that time, thank you so much for kicking with me. Head on over to acceleratetv.com to catch the latest episode of The Yellow Wall with Tamara, catch our brand new show, Rate the Date, and also After the Date. Until next time, my name is Biodun. Remember, stay safe, everybody.